Okay, hey everybody. So I wanted to do a quick little video. I know this is probably a problem that some people have. It's a really basic one and most people have figured out a way around it, but I wanted to kind of show what I'm doing since I'm doing it right now. So when you're vlogging, your camera mounted on the side of your helmet, and that's all well and good until it starts raining. Most people have their audio jacked straight into their Hero, camera, and that requires you to do one of two things. I'm using the frame case. This is also the GoPro lens protector, and it has the hole in the side so I can plug my cord in. And I wear mine on the right side of the helmet, so I had to get this right angle cord, and I'll talk about that in a minute. You can't just get, actually I'll talk about it now. You can't just get the 90-degree plug like that. There's one on Amazon that's 10 bucks, and there are some that are $3. The ones that are $3, this wire is just wired to the plug. They don't have the resistance to kick the internal microphone off in this. This one actually has a little circuit board with a resistor on it, so it has the correct resistance. When you plug this in, it turns off the internal mic. So that's the one you need. I can provide a link in the description. Okay, so I have this mounted on the side of my helmet and it works great. But if it starts raining, I have to freak out and pull over. Which leaves an obvious solution to the problem is you get a waterproof case. But I didn't want to just drill a hole in the side of my case that came with the camera, because then I don't have a case that's waterproof at all. Which means if I want to use it for kayaking or anything, I'm shit out of luck. That's the situation I had with my Hero 2, and I didn't want to run into it with this one. So I eventually got tired of it, and today I went and I bought another case. So I'm going to go over how to modify the case to work with a plug and still keep it somewhat waterproof. Now you can buy the skeleton case, which is the one that has the open sides, but that has completely open sides, and that's not going to provide much more protection in water than this frame case will. So let's take a look at this real quick. Let me grab an ancient rusty razor blade so I can get some tetanus. Let's see if that's sliced through. It is. All right, let's slice down here. Okay, so I got my case. And the case comes with a couple back doors. I just use the, for my purposes, I'll be using the sealed back door because that's the one that will yield the most protection. So how do you get a cord into here? Well, obviously I'm going to have to cut a hole. But you want to interfere with the waterproofness, yeah, that's a word, sure, why not, as little as you can. So what I'm going to do is we're going to take the case, I'm going to put it in like this, and we're going to reach in our pocket and find the Sharpie marker. Take the Sharpie marker, and you can see the plug right there, and you can see the approximate size of this plug. So what we're going to do is we're going to draw a little box around that plug. Now you're going to start as small as you can. You can kind of match the plug up. I can see that it's not long enough, so I'm going to kind of extend it down a little bit and a little bit over. And then you're going to take this. Really, you need a Dremel or some kind of a die grinder for this. You're going to take it, and the best thing to do is start with a drill bit and drill a hole like along the edge here somewhere, and then you're going to take your little die grinder and grind that open. Now what you want to do is you want to grind it open as little as possible and see if the plug fits, and then grind it open a little more until the plug fits. And you want the plug not to be snug, but you want the hole to be as close to the size of this plug without squeezing on it as you can. And what that's going to do is when the plug goes in, it's going to limit the size, the amount of water it can get in. Now on a 90-degree plug like this, you're probably going to have to extend the hole up a little bit, or else this will get in the way, but we'll see about that when I do the actual grinding. Worst case scenario, I think I might have to extend it up to about here. What I might even do is I might take a drill bit and go at an angle this way to kind of carve a little notch into there, which will mean that it's not actually open till about here. That's that much more waterproofness. You might think, well, that might not be enough when it's raining, but honestly, in my Hero 2, I have a hole that's twice the size of just the standard plug that plugs in, and I've been in a horrible downpour, and it hasn't leaked. I mean, it hasn't gotten water into the camera. So let's go do that. Great. Okay, so now I have my air grinder. See, it's just a Blue Point air die grinder like that. And I got my Hero 3 case, which I have marked. I'll take it out of the case here so you can see the marking a little bit better. I'm going to go ahead and take this door off just for simplicity's sake. Hopefully you can see where I've marked, and it lines up with that, and the goal is to make this plug fit in there with that case on. And as you can see, I think the case comes out about here, so I'm going to have to cut it open to there. But let's start by just opening this up a little bit. Okay, so as you can see, I've started a little hole there, kind of drilled it through, and now what I'm going to do is I'm going to put the grinder in, I'm going to move it up and around and down like that. And we'll see where, then I'll put the thing in the case and see where we stand. If you can see there. Okay, so as you can see, I've opened it up a little bit, and the plug approximately fits into the hole. If you look, it's real close. It's almost a snug fit, but I don't think that's going to reach in enough to fit into the camera. And you can see, if you can see there, it's sticking through, the black part is sticking through a little bit, but I don't think quite enough. First, let's go ahead and take my unhook my thing here. I didn't feed out a whole lot of my hose, so I don't know if I'm going to be able to reach, but I'll set this to the side for the moment. Let's go ahead and blow off all this crap, forcing this off the table here. Okay, so now I've got the case cleared out. Go ahead and pick these couple little bits of plastic off. Let's put the camera in the case. And as you can see, that lines up really well. Now let's see how the plug works. The plug slides in, but I can see on the inside it's not quite there. So I need to open it up so that this part here can fit in. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to mark it. Pull it over like this, and I'm just going to mark the case at the very top of that plug. And I know that it's a little narrower than this part. So we're going to go ahead, and you can see the mark there. I have to grind up to there. Now, like I said, I'm going to try angling it, but actually I don't think that's going to work because this is square. This section here is square, and that's what we need to get this to sink into here. So let's go ahead and reconnect the air grinder and work on that little spot. Hopefully you can see here. All right, let's see how that fits. Let's take the air nozzle and blow the thing off again. There's the plug, and as you can see, the plug fits down in there a lot better than it did before. You can kind of see how flush. Before it would only sit to there, now it sits all the way down here like that. So that should be enough. Let's go ahead and put the camera in the case. You can kind of see the shape of the hole there. And we're going to slide the plug in like that. That plug is bottomed out in the camera. And as you can see, it's in the waterproof case. I got to blow out some more crap in there, but if you look, you can see that the hole that I kind of machined open is really not a lot larger than the plug. And that's going to prevent water from getting in there. Now, if you look, the hole is a little bigger here, so I could have done a little bit better of a job with munching open this part here. I probably could have ground halfway down through, but this is a closer fit than what it was on my Hero 2, and I've never had a problem with my Hero 2, so I'm betting that this won't be a problem at all. So then you put the door back on, close it up like this, turn the camera on by accident, and there you go. Hero 3, ready for motovlogging, and in a relatively waterproof case. So there you go. Hopefully that helps some of you out. And I'll talk to you later. As always, give me a thumbs up, like on the video if you like this, if it was helpful. Comment in the video, let me know what you think. And go ahead and hit that subscribe button. Thanks a lot. Bye-bye. In dual sports and supermotos, over there. Oftentimes you'll see somebody recommend like an SV650.
By the way, if you've never seen a video of turtles mating,
you know,
find videos on YouTube of turtles mating. It's fucking hilarious.
Rhok!